Good morning, friends. I am Miss Cherry with Ventura County Library. Thank you for joining me today for STEAM Storytime. Let's start with a silly joke. Let's see. How does a computer learn new things? How does a computer learn new things? Bit by bit. Okay, friends. Today we are going to go into the garden, so let's sprinkle out some seeds all around our toes. Okay, let's sprinkle some seeds around our toes. And let's reach up and pull the rain down from the clouds and sprinkle it on our seeds. And then let's lift back up, stretch all the way back, say good morning, sun. And let's take the sunshine and bring it down to our seeds. And then we are going to grow. Our seeds are growing into seedlings. And bring our hands together. Now let's be a tree. Can you make a triangle with your leg here? Hands together. And what kind of tree should we be today? Let's put our branches out. Let's be an orange tree. They have lovely smelling blossoms. Come back together. Okay, we planted all these seeds, so let's gather a bunch of flowers. And let's grab a bubble wand so we can have flowers and bubbles in our garden. Let's smell the flowers and blow the bubbles. Smell the flowers and blow the bubbles. Okay, last time, smell the flowers and blow the bubbles deep. Long breath, exhale. Okay, it's always good to start the day with a song. Let's see. What song should we sing today? I was going to do Days of the Week, but let's do Bubble Bubble Pop. I like that one. So we're going to start with one fish, then we go to 2 and 3. Each fish needs to be a color. And after we make our fish swim in the water like this, we're going to go bubble, 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 bubble. Okay, so let's start with one fish. Let's do one little red fish. One little red fish swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. One little red fish swimming in the water, bubble, 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 bubble. Okay, now we're going to do 2. Let's see. How about yellow? Let's do 2 little yellow fish. 2 little yellow fish swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. 2 little yellow fish swimming in the water, bubble, 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 bubble. Okay, we take 1 plus 2. How many is that? How many? That's 3 fish. And if we take red and yellow and mix it up, what color do we get? Orange. So we're going to do 3 little orange fish, okay? 3 little orange fish swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. 3 little orange fish swimming in the water, bubble, 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 bubble. That's always a fun song to sing. Let's book. We are going to read In a Garden by Tim McCanna and illustrated by Aimée Sicuro. And thank you to Simon and Schuster for allowing us to read this story today. In a Garden. And there's a pretty little monarch butterfly. In a garden on a hill, sparrows chirp and crickets trill. In the earth, a single seed. Can you see the seed? Kind of hidden right there. Sits beside a millipede. Worms and termites dig and toil, moving through the garden soil. Then at last a tiny shoot ever slowly forms a root. First a seedling, then a sprout, pushing, bursting up and out. In a garden, day by day, newborn flowers find their way. Sunlight warms the morning air, dewdrops shimmer here and there. Earwigs scuttle, beetles scurry, roly-polies scoot and worry. Let's find the roly-polies. Let's see. There's one. I think these might be roly-polies too. I'm not sure. They're just not rolled up. Sleepy slugs and garden snails leave behind their silver trails. Frantic teams of busy ants scramble up the stems of plants. In a garden, week by week, little creatures hunt and squeak. All the while, a sprout is growing without anybody knowing. Buds emerge and leaves unfold, braving wind and heat and cold. Stretching, spreading open wide, just the perfect place to hide. Underneath, it's safe and snug for a lonely ladybug. In a garden, showers fall, dainty drinks for one and all. Look, looks like there's something else growing too. Maybe a little baby in there. Flower petals, bold and bright, blossom in the beaming light. Blooms of every shape and size call to bees and butterflies. Daisy, foxglove, glove, tulip, plum, daffodil, chrysanthemum. Sips of nectar, warm and sweet, pollen clings to head and feet. Round and round they buzz and flit, only pause to rest a bit. In a garden, bugs aglow, flashing, flying to and fro. Lace wings, gnats, mosquitoes, spiders, dragonflies, and water striders live among the cattail reeds, lily pads, and water weeds. There's the lily pads. Keeping hid from hungry eyes, using colors to disguise. Crafty bugs with clever tricks. Look like leaves or bark or sticks. In a garden full of green, many moments go unseen. Let's see. What can you see there? Look There's a little bunny stealing a carrot. This one's getting some lettuce. Yum. Finding shelter in the shade, careful rows of eggs are laid. As cool and gentle breezes whisper through the tops of trees. Then a seed slips to the ground, sinking in without a sound. Time goes by, and then, well, looks like winter. Life returns to start again. And look, there's a little baby now. Always changing, never still, in a garden on a hill. And that was In a Garden, written by Tim McCanna and illustrated by Aimée Sicuro. And thank you to Simon Schuster for letting us read that book. You know what we need in our garden? We need a rainbow. Let's sing Rainbow's Fun. I know the colors of rainbow fun. Green like a frog and yellow like the sun. Orange like a pumpkin and white like snow. A ruby red apple and a jet black crow. Purple like a flower and brown like a bear. A little pink piggy, and a blue shirt to wear. Nice singing, friends. We have another book called Miss Peanuckle's Flower Alphabet, and the art is by Jessie Ford. Thank you to, I believe, Macmillan Publishing for allowing us to read this book today. We are going to learn the names of lots of flowers. We have a whole alphabet's worth of flowers. So let's see. Let's start with A for aster, which blooms in autumn. It looks like this. B for bird of paradise. We have a lot of those around here. These orange beauties grow in tropical places and look like they are trying to fly. C for carnation, a rather common flower that smells like spice, and spice is nice. D is for dahlia. These are my personal favorite. E is for echinacea. Birds and bees and butterflies love to drink its nectar, and it can come in many different colors. F for fairy wings. They grow wild in the woods, and they like to live near waterfalls. Don't they look so happy? G for geranium, the perfect flower to plant in a pot. They also grow wild around here, so you probably see lots of geraniums. Most of them are usually a bright pink color. H is for hydrangea, hyacinth, honeysuckle. Lots of happy flowers start with H. I for iris, that comes in a rainbow of colors, and sometimes they're tall, sometimes they're short. J for jasmine, a beautiful and fragrant flower. They fill the night air with their sweet smell. So if you're ever walking by jasmine at night, you'll probably smells like candy. K is for kangaroos paws. I have never seen one of those before, probably because they grow in Australia, and I've never been to Australia. L is for lilac. They bloom and smell like perfume in spring. M is for milkweed. They feed hungry monarch caterpillars, and that's their favorite and only food. Yay, milkweed. We need butterflies. N is for narcissus, which is also called, do you recognize this flower? It's called daffodil, and one of the first flowers of spring. O is for orchid. There are over 28,000 types of orchids. Some grow in trees, some grow on the ground floor of the forest, and some even look like bees. I've never seen an orchid that looks like a bee. P is for peony, and it's giant spring blossoms. Some peonies can live to be 100 years old. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Q is for Queen Anne's lace. That's this one here. It's also known as wild carrot, and it looks just like poison hemlock, so don't ever eat that plant. R is for, what are these? Roses. Some are tiny, some are big, some climb high and into the sky on houses or trees, and they're all wonderful. S for sunflower, so big and strong, they grow and their faces turn towards the sun. T is for tulip, which grows from a bulb, and you plant it in the fall and it grows into beautiful flowers in the spring. U for Zinnia, a bright orange daisy from Africa. It's also known as the African daisy. And when it's dark or cloudy, their petals close up like this. V is for verbena, a very old flower that hummingbirds and butterflies love. W for water lily, growing in the water, loves to float on the surface, and the flowers bloom on top. This one's a mouthful. Lonicera xylosteum, which is also known as the fly honeysuckle, maybe because its tiny white flowers look like flies. Y is for yarrow. It has lots of funny names like little feather, nosebead plant, old man's pepper, 7 years love, and wound wort. And our last flower of the day is Z for Zinnia. And Miss Peanuckle's mom used to plant them and keep them for bouquets of flowers. Aren't they beautiful? And that was every bud from A to Z, the flower alphabet by Miss Peanuckle. Let's sing our last song. Let's tickle the stars and tickle our toes and turn around and around and tickle our nose. Reach down low and reach up high. Story time is over. Let's wave. Bye-bye. Bye, friends. See you next time.